what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jamie B. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video is going to be an anti haul, which I try to get up every month or so, and I don't honestly remember the last time I did one. I'll put it up here, but I think it was within the month or so range. So basically what that is, if you have not heard of an anti haul, is I'm going to go ahead and list off a couple of makeup products that are new or beauty items that are new in the industry and tell you why I'm not buying them and why I don't think you need to buy them. But just as a PSA, you can buy whatever you want. I'm not your boss. So just because I don't like something doesn't mean that somebody else may not, but I just have to put that warning out there so people don't come back in the comments and go, well, you can't tell me what to buy. So I'm just letting you know. Just because I won't buy it doesn't mean you can't, okay? So if you're excited or wondering what is on my current anti-haul list, then go ahead and keep watching. So we're gonna go into what I am and am not buying, and I'm gonna pop them up on the screen actually, because usually what I do for you guys is I kind of show you on my phone, but it just gets glary and blah, and sometimes I forget to show you, so I'm just gonna tell you and I'm gonna pop it up here. Okay. So the first thing that I will not be buying is the new Colorpop Cheek Do. It looks like lip gloss for your cheeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It says, let's see a little bit more. It is a Cheek Do serum, a pillow salt formula that combines skin-loving ingredients with feet, rush of color, lightweight, buildable to leave cheeks looking naturally flushed with a hint of dew. All this says to me is sticky. Your cheeks are gonna be sticky. That's what that says to me. I just feel like if it's a serum, which means it'll be absorbed into the skin, I don't see how it's going to really be a tint, if that makes any sense. And you can't really go off of trend mood swatches. I will say that is one thing that I kind of like when it comes to her account, is I feel like she over swatches and swatches and swatches and swatches to really build things up, where I'm just like, I know that is not how that's gonna be if I just put a little on my cheek. So the next thing that is on my list is the Fenty Beauty Body Sauce. So this is a blurring body tint that enhances the skin you're in with light to medium buildable coverage, blah 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 blah. I don't have anything against this product really. I'm sure it's beautiful on the skin because most of Fenty's products are. I just don't wear body foundation ever. I just don't. I didn't even know, to be honest, that was a thing outside of like movies and acting and photography, like professional stuff, until I think Kim made one. And Colorpop, maybe someone else made another body foundation, and I was like, why would you need foundation for your body? Like, I understand outside, like I understand for, like, you know, movies and actors and actresses, like I get that, whatever, but like, is Susan down the street really covering her body in foundation before she goes somewhere? I find that hard to believe. If you do, comment and let me know down below. I don't feel like I don't need body foundation. It's not something that I really go, oh, let me foundation my arms real quick. It's weird to me. So another thing is the Super Dewy Liquid Blush by Makeup Revolution. If you're not familiar with Revolution Makeup or Makeup Revolution, I always get it confused because I think they're the same brand, but they reinvented their name. Not really certain why or how or what, but basically they are a duping company, and I say duping company because a lot of the times they flat out steal an idea from a company. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's dupe. It's stealing per se, if you will. So when they come out with stuff that's similar, then I go, oh, that's a dupe, but like when they completely reformulate and like repackage in identical packaging almost, it's kind of like borderline stealing. But either way, that's what they do. Their whole thing is to like dupe all these expensive brands and make a very affordable product for you. However, I'm trying to see which one's cheaper because Colorpop is not really an expensive company. So to me, it's like, why would you dupe Colorpop unless you're doing like $1 a piece? Do you know what I mean? So theirs are $7 each. Colourpop's is also $7. I know Glossier has some that is like $18. Rare Beauty has like a creamy one that's like 20 bucks. So if you're gonna get something like that and try it, I would go with either the Makeup Revolution or the Colourpop one because they seem to be the cheapest. I'm not saying that Colourpop is the only one that's come out with this idea. I think it's very like coincidental that they both came out with it right at the same time. And I don't like the idea of a liquid, like a cream cheek product I can get behind, but like a serum to me is just, I'm not here for it. I'm just not something I'm here for. So the next thing is the new Natasha Denona palette. It is the Circo Loco eyeshadow palette. I think that's what it is. It's a 15 pan palette for a whopping $129. No, thank you. No, thank you. I only have one Natasha Denona palette and it was $129. It's the Biba palette. It's a beautiful palette and I do love it. And the only reason I bought that palette was because it's all neutrals. And I know you're probably like, Jamie, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. You have a million neutral palettes. Yes, I do. But I don't have any neutral palettes to that formula and that extent, and like I will argue someone to death that that palette, the formula of those shadows are just remarkable. They're absolutely amazing. I can't even, when I try to describe to people the texture and the formula of the shadows, like I can't even get it out how good they are. I don't recommend you spending $129 if you don't have it, but if you know, trying to treat yourself, then I do think that the Biba palette is one that you want to really invest in, because I find that the neutrals, although it's like only have neutrals, those are the ones you're going to use the most. Those are the ones you're really going to put some effort into and really just use, where these crazy colorful palettes, you're not going to use these colors enough to go, I'm going to spend $129 on you. No, at least, you know, and I do this 6 times a week, okay? And I don't even use a palette enough, that kind of bright colored palette enough to be like spending $129 on it. I just don't find that it's necessary. I do think that it was definitely a treat myself moment when I got the Biba one. However, I think that that to me is worth it because I use that one a lot. So the next thing is the Dragon Beauty Explicit Mascara. I am a little, like, I know that Jeffree Star and her both just came out with a mascara. I don't know who did it first. I don't care, but it's just very close. Like his is F-proof. I'm not gonna say that. It makes me uncomfortable that he would even call mascara that. I don't know why. I'm a grown-ass woman and still I'm like, I'm not saying that. So it's F-proof mascara, and then hers is explicit, so it kind of just like runs hand in hand, and I'm just like, do you guys talk to each other? Like, do companies do that? Like, let's do this. Twinsies? Okay, cool. But the reason that I'm not getting, I actually own nothing from the Dragon Beauty brand, and it's not that I have anything against Nikita. It's not that I have anything against the brand. I just find that the brand's stuff is very mediocre. I don't know. And I feel like with all the stuff that comes out in the beauty community, we probably should not be accepting mediocre products, if that makes any sense. People, they rave about it, but my thing with influencer brands is you have to be very careful when people are like, oh well, everyone not everybody, but their timelines and their reviews are going to be flooded by people who are very big fans of theirs, and they would never want to see someone say something negative. So keep that in mind when you're researching and reviewing a beauty influencer's brand, because you have to keep that in mind that they have millions of subscribers, followers, fans, whatever they call themselves. So you really have to just be mindful of that, because I know some people rave about it and I'm just like, okay, but like, do you, or are you just a fan of hers? Nothing has really ever caught my eye is what I'm saying. And this wand, I'm gonna put the wand here. Homegirl. Okay, two things made me mad about this photo. One, the wand is so thin. Like, I prefer a thicker, more full wand to get my lashes. The only time I use a thin wand is usually for my lower lashes. And your girl is not about to buy a mascara for $20 for my under lashes. This is personal preference. You're advertising mascara while you have big, full, fake lashes on. And she also has what looks like fake lashes for her bottom lashes. So I just feel like it's probably not that good of a mascara. If I'm being honest, it probably wasn't her best decision to use full-blown wispy lashes while applying the mascara. So I'm gonna pass on that. It's gonna be a pass. So the next thing is the Back to 80s collab. I think it's like NYX and Tetris collabed and made this like humongous palette. I think it's like 80 colors. Yeah, it's 80 colors, and there's some liners and there's some lippies. I think it's awesome. I, however, think it's a very collector moment. Like, I don't think it's something I would ever use, and considering I'm not really a big game fan, I'm not really a big like Tetris, like back in the day games, I don't want to collect it. So I just think, wait, what is someone gonna do with 80 colors? 80 bright ass colors? Like, come on. They're either going to collect it or they're not going to use it. Like, that's what's going to happen, to be honest. But it is a decent price, so I don't know. If you have it, let me know down below what the quality is, because I feel like NYX has pretty good quality for being a drugstore brand. But when it comes to like stuff like this, like these collabs that these small companies do, or these lower end companies do, I feel like it always turns out to be trash. Like, the quality really suffers over the packaging and the aesthetic of it. So the next thing is the Too Faced Teddy Bear collection. Like, I feel like that one you could have passed on. Why did we even make this palette? This palette, it's the same palette that they've been making. I'm pretty sure they've made teddy bear stuff like so often. Is teddy bear like a line? Like, they're one of their lines? I know that like Born This Way was a line, so was like teddy bear one of their lines? I don't know, but it's always something teddy bear lately. And it just looks like the same palette they've been putting out for the past year or so. So I'm gonna pass on that. So the next thing I have on here is just the One Size Versatile Powder Foundation. I don't have anything against this brand. Again, I haven't gotten anything from this brand just because, again, it just hasn't really wowed me. It's been very mediocre, if you will. I don't like powder foundation. I think that if you have oily skin, like, this is gonna be like your time to shine is this year, because they're doing powder foundations. But like, if you have dry skin like me, no ma'am. No ma'am. And then you have people who will be like all over TikTok, do you think that you have dry skin? You can't wear powder foundation with dry skin? No, you can't. No, you can't. Not if you have legitimately dry skin. Because if you don't, unless like my skin is just like so dry, we're talking, there's levels to dry skin. There are definitely levels. So maybe like medium to lower level dry skin, you can get away with some powder foundation. But I can barely powder my face, let alone cake it with powder foundation. So that's the no. So the next thing is the Huda Beauty Brown collection that she just came out with. And I'm gonna be really honest here for a minute, and I need you guys not to be mad. I think it's called the Tortoise collection. Don't be mad. Don't be mad, because I do love this brand. I do love this brand. They look exactly like palettes that she's recently come out with, and I'm just like Topaz, is that you? Like, come on. So here is Topaz. It's like its little sister or something. I find that these palettes right here are one of those that you could probably have kept on the shelf, because they're not anything different. Like, the chocolate brown reminds me of it's like a darker nude one. I don't remember, and I have them, but I just don't want to go digging for it. And then you have another one that has some corals in it. I just feel like, no, I love her brand. I love the formula, but I just feel like they're just remixes of other things that she's had. So the next thing is, apparently Morphy and Lisa Frank are collabing again, but this time it's not with anything useful. They're lip crayons, so I'm gonna pass on those. And I don't mean to be rude. If you love lip crayons, then I support you 100%. We support each other here. I just find it comical because they're like, who's ready for round 2? Taking us back to our childhood. Bow, bow, bow. Lip crayons. And it's like, all the things you could have been, and you chose to be a lip crayon. Okay. I'm gonna pass. So the next thing is the Friends, the television series, and Revolution makeup collab. Hear me out. This one might have people coming for me. I don't like the fucking show. Don't calm down. I understand it's a very sensitive topic with some people. I don't like the show. I've only ever watched like maybe out of all of the shows like 30, if that. And it's because someone else was watching it and I had no choice. So it doesn't really have any sentimental value to me, and I just don't find that any of that, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand the lobster. I don't understand a lot of it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one, but I just had to let you guys know that I do not like that show. There's another show that I also don't like that's very popular, which is Grey's Anatomy, and people apparently were like, bitch, what? So those are two things, jot them down, about me that you can hate me for. I don't like Friends and I don't like Grey's Anatomy. I just find them very boring. So moving along, nothing to see here. I'm gonna pass on that one, but if you're a Friends fanatic, this is definitely going to be the collab for you because it's also a very affordable brand. So the last thing that I am going to add here is the Givenchy. Am I saying that right? Givenchy. I don't freaking know. You know what I mean. Their Prism Libre blush. So here's the thing. These blushes, there's not a price, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say somewhere in the $40 to $50 range because of the brand, which is probably accurate. Their loose powder blushes gets me right to my soul because nobody asked for that. Nobody at all. Givenchy loose powder blushes. Nobody. The worst makeup item you can have that has fallout is blush. Why? Because it gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. I don't know really any brands that have a lot of fallout on blush because it is such a makeup product that you don't want to have as loose. Cream, fine. If you must. Loose blush powder? I think the fuck not. So that is gonna be a pass for me, and that's not even just like a pass, that's like a how dare you. I mean, all the disrespect on that one. Like, just no. No, I don't think so. So that is it today, guys, for my video. I hope you enjoyed my Auntie haul. If you did, make sure you comment down below and just let me know what it is you're not buying, what it is you are planning on buying. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know. I love having little conversations with you guys down below. And as always, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up for me if you liked it. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I do 6 videos every single week and you don't want to miss out on those, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!